Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I have recently undergone rebranding, so my channel used to be called Side Hustle Sam. It's now called Retire Inspired. So today I'm over at R.M. Brooks General Store in Rugby, Tennessee, and R.M. Brooks is a historic site. It was established in 1917, and we're going to be here today for a little bit of music. I'm going to get to meet my good friend, or my new friend, John Ward, who has the Appalacian Channel, and we're going to sit down and talk a little bit about some of the experiences he's had with YouTube and how it's gone for him. So come along today, enjoy the day, and we'll get on with the video. All right, welcome to R.M. Brooks General Store. I am back here. I think it was about 2 or 3 months ago that I was here before with John Ward, who is the person who puts out the Appalacian Channel, or Appalacian.
Well, it's pronounced different depending on where you're from, but
So John is a YouTuber. He has over 100,000 subscribers. Just recently went over that mark, and now he has his little special silver YouTube button that is really neat. I hope I get to see it sometime because I've never actually seen one in person. But I am here interviewing John, and one of the things I wanted to talk to you, John, about was your YouTube channel and what do you say is the success of your YouTube channel, and what are some of the failures, and talk a little bit about how you get started and some of the things that you encountered along the way.
well, Sam, it's been quite a journey. I started YouTube a channel in 2010 with my sons, and we did. I kind of wanted to do historic homes and places at the time, and they didn't want to do that. They thought that was boring. They wanted to do haunted homes and places. So we did haunted videos for about a year and a half, 2 years, and then kind of lost interest in that. It wasn't really something I was interested in. It was just something we were kind of doing to have content. But over the years, I make a video every now and then for YouTube. I just did it occasionally, maybe a video or two a year. But one of the things I noticed in 2013, I did not a video, but I made a post of an old country store, and I put that on Facebook originally, and that the pictures and the story that I put about that old country store as Henry's Grocery, it just blew up, and I got thousands of comments and likes, and so as the years went on, I just occasionally would do something, like I said, maybe a year or two. But then about 2020, when the pandemic hit, that's when things really changed, because it kind of shut some of the businesses down, and it gave me some time to start trying to find content. So the number one thing is your content. You're not going to be if I had to get on the camera and just sit and talk and just be me, nobody's going to watch that, because I'm not that interested. So you got to find something that people's interested in to show them, something that they've not seen or would like to see. So your content's your number one thing that you got to figure out, and it's for me in 2020, I had noticed on Instagram, there's a lot of Instagram pages that had millions of followers, and it'd be about a dog. Well, so I thought, at the time I had a dog named Zoe, and I thought, well, let's do a page called Exploring with Zoe, where I take her out in the mountains and let her run and play. And that did okay. I got monetized at the time. I think it was YouTube, Facebook. You had to have 10,000 followers to get monetized, but we never made any money on that. All the people that followed Exploring with Zoe was mainly in South America, Brazil, and Argentina, and they really don't pay much on the ads there, because most of the ads are designed to be, stuff that's sold in the United States or the UK. So, I spent a year working on that channel for Exploring with Zoe, and it just didn't get nowhere. So it was about a year I put in that, not every day, but
That was in 2010.
2020 when
Okay.
the pandemic happened.
Okay.
But the next year in 2021, and spring coming around in March, I said, we're going to find some new content. We got to figure out something. I got to figure out something to get this channel going. And I documented an old spring house, and that video kind of blew up, and the Facebook channel started growing in 2021, March of 2021. So we're about 3 years now This is February 2024. So about 3 years ago, started building the Facebook page up first, and started documenting some old houses. And then about April, I found R.M. Brooks General Store right here that we're in today. I started filming here in April of 2021, I think was the first video. I made one video, and I told Tiffany, I said, I bet this video will get 200,000 views. And that was on Facebook. At the time, we wasn't getting any views on YouTube. And that video hit in about 2 months or 3 months, it hit about 300,000 views. It just really did a lot better than I thought. And so I messaged Tiffany back, and I said, how about let's just keep making some more videos? And she said, sure, come on. So we've been here for 3 years, about 27 videos altogether. I come here and camp and stay. It's one of my favorite places I love to come to because it's like home to me. It's about an hour drive from my county, but I know so many people here, the locals and people that come from watching the videos. And so it's a real treat for me to come here and meet people. Like, look right here. This is Sadie. Can you see her? I met Sadie. She watches my videos, and she's been coming, and she's been in some of my videos before. And so she's my youngest viewer, so I always like to talk to her and spend some time with her when she comes.
Hey, Sadie.
Say hey.
What grade are you in?
What grade you in, Sadie? What? Kindergarten. She's in kindergarten, but she can read, and she's way advanced beyond kindergarten age, ain't she? She can read a book just like a third or fourth grader probably. So she's a smart little girl, but I enjoy having her in my videos, and she's going to be in one of my videos. I use like what Sam uses. I use an iPhone to film with, and a gimbal. It's amazing what you can do with just an iPhone. You don't have to have a lot of expensive equipment to get started. You can use your any Android or iPhone. Biggest thing you need is a gimbal. This gimbal helps keep that straight and level. This is about $150. But once I started, in March of 2021, I started with this, documenting Ralph Robertson from Greasy Holler. He was 95 years old, and I documented him for until he passed away just about a few months ago. So a lot of things I do in series. I keep coming back to the same place over and over. Yeah, eventually I think in 2022, the fall of 2022, I put a video. I kept uploading everything on YouTube that I put on Facebook. Well, on Facebook, if that video got 50,000 views, on YouTube it would get 500 views. Just was not picked up in the algorithm of where they would recommend my videos. But finally, I had one video pick up in the algorithm and go viral. And when it did, they started recommending my other videos. So, I think in the fall of 2022, about 14 months ago, let's say, I had 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. And then from the 2,000 now to 13, 14 months, we're about 111,000
So in 2 years, you're saying you got over 90,000 subscribers?
Well, in about 14 months, we got about 109,000 subscribers once it picked up. But I was on there YouTube since 2010. It took me, I think, about 13 years before I ever got paid, got to making any money. So it took a while. So you got to realize, hey, I'm going to do this maybe as a hobby. And if it turns into actually making money, we're good. But the main thing is to find your niche or what your channel's going to be about. You know, if you mix up a whole bunch of different things, maybe it's hard for people to know what your channel's about, so they don't necessarily click on it. Your title's important of your name, or the name of your channel's important. It helps describe maybe what you're doing. I'm called the Appalacian Channel, so I basically film anything that goes on in Appalachia, which mainly culture and history and anything that we're not seeing anymore, anything that's disappearing. Like the old country stores is one of the things that everybody loves, and a lot of my videos have to do with food. It seems like anything doing with food does pretty good.
Yeah.
So everybody likes to eat. We talked earlier, Sam, about 70 to 75% of YouTube viewers are men. So you gotta have content that men like. So if you're a woman and you want to do review products or about makeup or women's products, it's probably not going to do the best on YouTube, but it would do better on Instagram. So it depends on your content on where you're going to put it. Instagram, Facebook, there's several different places you can do. But YouTube for me is I'm now making full-time living now for over a year on YouTube, and I love it because I get to travel and I get to meet people like Sadie and the store owners and the people that watch the videos come out sometimes, and you get to meet those the viewers and the fans of the channel. And I love coming here to R.M. Brooks. It's just kind of like home. I think I might have said that, but I got so many friends here. But yeah, I traveled last year, and I was in 6 different states to film. Made videos in 6 different states. I was in North Carolina 3 different times. I'll be back in North Carolina a couple of times this year. I have a motorhome I travel in now. I live in my motorhome right now full time, and I built a barndominium, and I got that motorhome in the barndominium. And usually I bring it here to R.M. Brooks and camp at their campground, but I'm just an hour drive, and the weather was going to be wet and cold, so I didn't come to stay in the motorhome this time. But YouTube is whether you're going to try to make a living with it or just doing it for fun. It's a great hobby. It's a way to document stuff. They love stories of older people. I mean, if you want to start a YouTube channel, I think if you could get contacts to get into a nursing home and talk to some of the people that run.
That guy over there, the older fella in the front right there, he was wondering if you were going to meet you today.
Okay.
Please say hi. Very nice.
Okay. Which one?
Right there, the second table.
I'll speak to him. Hey, come here a minute. What's your name again? Lindsay. Say hi, Lindsay.
Say hi, Lindsay. You're in the video.
Lindsay's shy. She's new here, and she don't want to be in the video. She didn't realize she just got put in the video. But
She was in the video earlier when I was checking out.
I was talking to her last night, and she's so shy she don't want to be in the videos. But yeah, like she said, somebody wanted to talk to me. That's always neat to meet people that's watched the videos, and I'm just really feel fortunate and very blessed to be able to do this for a full-time living, to travel and just to see the places I see and meet all the fine people and all the viewers that watch my channel. It's really amazing to get to read their comments and how they love the videos and seeing the simple life. That's one of my sayings I use: discover the simple life. So I try to show things that's not so fast-paced, a little bit slower. A little bit slower speed of life, I guess you might say, here in the South or in Appalachia. But yeah, it's hard to get a YouTube channel to get it monetized. I'm not going to say, oh, it's easy. It took me 13 years to get my first check. But I didn't work full time during that. But when the pandemic hit, I did. In March 3 years ago, I worked for myself, and I could take off, and I just shut my business down and would get out and travel. And back then, I'd have to try to find places when I first started. But now that I've been here 3 years, people tell me, oh, there's a store here or something somewhere. So I get a lot of referrals and places to go to. And like I got to meet Sam here. I call him Side Hustle Sam. He's a big eBayer, and but he likes doing, Sam, you like doing stuff. You're changing the name of your channel because you're finding that you're wanting to show people stuff to do when they're retired, I guess.
Yeah.
And,
So it's retired inspired.
Retired, expired. Yeah, that's
inspired.
Inspired. Yeah, retired,
not expired.
Expired. Retired and expired. Inspired. But yeah, a lot of the people that watch my channel are retired age. I don't get a lot of younger people, but occasionally I do that like watching the videos we make. But yeah, it's fun, and we're getting ready to film here today. We'll be here all day filming and meeting some people and different things. So yeah, you just find a subject that you want to document and film on YouTube. You can look and see who else is doing it and how they're doing it and what their videos look like and how many views they got. And then there's a lot of YouTube channels that tell you about just starting YouTube. That whole channel is just about starting YouTube channels. And I watched several of them and learned quite a bit of stuff starting out.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you don't just come out of the gate knowing how to do this?
No, you learn every day. You learn something new every day. Every time I film something, I'll have an issue with audio or something didn't work just right. So I forgot to put the receiver in for my microphones. That's something that happened yesterday on a clip I was filming. So you have some technical problems. And as far as filming, I don't know if I talked about it, you really need a gimbal. You need an iPhone or a smartphone. about anything will work. It's not really the quality of the video; it's the content that they're watching, what they're watching about. But this gimbal is about $150. This is a DJI gimbal, but there's a bunch of gimbals out there. I like this one because it's lightweight and it's small. It does have a telescoping pole on it where I can use it as a selfie stick. So, you know, one thing you're going to need is probably a gimbal if you're going to start filming. And even if you're just doing stuff for your family or at home, you want to film family events, this gimbal will keep your video straight and level, keep your fingers out of it. You know, a lot of times when you're trying to hold it, your finger will get into it.
One thing I've heard is that if your audio is bad, people won't want to stay and listen.
That's the biggest problem is audio. Audio is a problem. Like we're in here in RM Brix's, and generally we talked about going outside and filming, but it's not a real sunny day outside. But you got so much background noise here, which we got a lapel mic right here.
Yeah, that cancels out a lot.
That helps keep it from picking up. An iPhone and most phones will have 2 to 3 different microphones in it, and it picks up everything surrounding around you. And so the microphones, you can get these starting at probably $40 and up. I use DJI microphones. They're two channel, and these run about $329 a set.
Wow.
And they're really handy, and they're good quality. They hold up good. So I keep 2 sets. I keep 2 of everything. I bring 2 iPhones. I bring 3 gimbals. I bring 2 sets of microphones in case something quits working, and it will. Something will quit working, or I'll have an issue with it. Especially the gimbals, they overheat when I film with them so much. But YouTube is a great hobby and a great way to meet people. And
so when you started it out, it was just mainly something that you wanted to document, something that you found interest in, and then when you realized that when you posted it, that it took off, getting 300,000 views on your first video, one of your first videos, that then you realized this is something that you could actually make money on?
Yeah. It was a slow go. It wasn't something one day I'm not making nothing, and the next day I'm doing this full time. It took a while to build up my videos to where, you know, I've got about 300 videos on my channel, and each one of those videos each time will have 20, 30 views. So I've got views coming in and money coming in from videos that was filmed a year ago or 2 years ago. So yeah, it's a catalog of stuff that's in there that people continue to watch. And they're not getting a lot of views like when I first post something, but I still make money on what's been posted even 3 years ago, you know, at times. So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Sam.
So what advice would you give to somebody who is thinking, you know, I'm going to quit my job and become a full-time YouTuber?
Well, I wouldn't quit your job until you got enough money coming in from YouTube to quit your job, because it took me 13 years. So if you quit your job and it takes you 13 years to start making money on YouTube, you might starve to death.
Yeah,
so keep your day job and do this on the weekend at night until it starts making money.
And so I'm getting some things that I'm taking away from this. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So one of the things that I'm taking away from our conversation is that you really have to have a subject matter that is of interest to other people that you're going to be talking about, your content.
Your content's very important. You can't, I tried to go out and film my dog and it didn't work. You know, you got to have something that people's interested in. And I was very fortunate and blessed to find that people like Old Country Stores, that's my base videos. But there's a lot of stuff all around that I film too, you know.
Yep. And so that's number one. And I think in some ways, even though your channel is about Appalachia, it's also kind of a travel channel, I think.
Oh, yeah,
you know, because people, because you go to different places. There's one, Dandridge.
Yeah.
Dandridge. I want to go visit that place just because of your video. You really highlighted some of the best parts about that town. So I want to go visit that place just because of the video that you made, and go visit that specific Airbnb. It's not an Airbnb, it's a bed and breakfast, right?
Yes.
That you went to, and I imagine that they probably have been overrun since you made that video. And there's also an eatery there in Dandridge.
Well, there's the old Tinsley Bible drugstore.
Yeah.
It's the second oldest town in Tennessee. It's just a little small town. They still got some of their buildings all the way back from the late 1700s. And then there's the Bush Bean factory or plant that's 9 miles from there that I just filmed the other day. And then you're right at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. You can go Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and all of that.
And you also filmed Mayberry Day in North Carolina.
I didn't do Mayberry Days, but I was at Mount Airy where
Mount
they do
Airy.
Mayberry. Yeah, Mount Airy is they consider it Mayberry. It's where Andy Griffith was raised as a child and stayed there until he started working as an actor and moved away. But I spent a week in Mount Airy. I filmed there 2 different times and made probably 14 videos total in Mount Airy. A lot of the best videos was about the restaurants and eating. That's what I do, seems like for me. And yeah, I'm a travel and destination channel. People like to travel and come and see the places that we film. And eventually I'm going to try to make a book or a list so we can give it to people so they can find it.
And one thing about your videos, you revisit places, which I like because it's kind of a follow-up to the previous video. And maybe, like you said, you've been here 20-something times, but you've also been out to the Gunther's farm multiple times. You've also followed the Gunther's when they went to, I'm not sure exactly.
Cove,
yeah. And they were doing a demonstration of how they used to take the cane and turn it into sorghum many years ago with the mules and all that. It's some kind of event that they do every year. So, yeah. So basically, your channel, I think part of the success of your channel is not you have something a content that's very interesting to people that they want to see. But there's also another aspect to it. I think that I haven't heard is you have to have regular videos coming out. You can't do one video every 3 months and expect to have a successful channel. Correct?
Yeah, I had 100 videos on YouTube already before I got picked up in the algorithm. I had 2,000 some subscribers, but I had 100 videos on there. Once the one video picked up and went, I call it viral, it did 500,000 views. Once it picked up in their system, then they started recommending my other videos, and then I started growing from 2,000 subscribers to 111,000. So it takes a minute, and you just gotta hit that right video, you know. And you've got to have some videos on there. You can't expect I'm gonna have 5 videos on YouTube and I'm gonna make a living. You're gonna probably have to have 100 and something videos already on there before you're going to have enough videos for them to continue to recommend other videos and to get the views and to make the ad revenue for those that's watching. How we make money is from the ads that you see that pop up. And generally a video will make a half a cent to a penny per video. You're not making $1 a video or anything like that when somebody watches. A half a cent to a penny. But so you've got to get hundreds of thousands of views. I think in January was really blessed. We had one video go viral and we did 2.5 million views in January.
Wow.
And that was probably our biggest month we ever had. We had a rerun that I did from 2 years ago, and it went viral and really was a blessing to us.
And that one did 1.5 million
It's
views.
at 1.5 million right now.
So when that did 1.5 million videos, what did that do to your algorithm? I mean, 1.5 million views. What did that do to
It
your
helped me.
algorithm?
That video helped me hit the 100,000 subscriber mark in January. I think I got 7,000 subscribers from that one video.
Wow.
So that helped get us over 100,000 on this. And I don't know for why, but once you hit that 100,000 mark, it seems like the channel grows faster. We hit 100,000 a month, a little over a month ago, but we already had 11,000 more subscribers or 111,000. Well, we never had put 10,000 subscribers on in that short of time.
In a single month.
Now that we're over 100,000, hopefully we'll grow a little bit faster.
So you had 10,000 new subscribers in a single month.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess, and also that increases your revenue.
Oh yeah, that was our best month ever that I made on January as far as revenue from YouTube.
So I guess we'll wrap up the video, this interview. I want to tell you thank you for giving me some time to talk to you. I do watch your videos. I enjoy watching your channel. I think your content is very interesting, even though I'm not from Appalachia. It's interesting to meet or to see people who are from Appalachia and the way that you present the stories. And you do present a story. You don't just present the person or a place. You present a story behind it. You tell us you're into the storytelling. So so that makes it very interesting and makes it something I want to come back and watch again. And I've learned a lot from you just sitting around talking to you about YouTube and how to be successful at it. So I want to thank you for that, and I think that you contribute a lot to the communities that you visit. You really, in some of these communities, I think they may have been struggling before you came to visit, and then once you came and did your video, they just exploded, and their businesses have done very well. I can kind of get that idea from watching your videos. Is that true?
Yeah, we've been very fortunate that a big part of my viewers are retired and they want to travel. So they are starting to come from all over here. Last year, about a year ago, we did a meet and greet here at Brooks' store. I think we had people from 11 states show up, about 500 people. So they want to travel and see the stores. And when they're here, if they're coming here, they want to see the other places. And so, yeah, we're travel. I call it a travel and destination channel. I didn't think nothing about that when I first started doing it, but that's what the channel turned into. What my thing is, okay, I'll make a travel and destination channel. That was not my goal, but that's what it turned into be. And we're really blessed that the places we film, the people do go see them and visit them. And
Okay.
A lot of times get pictures with the owner or whatever.
Thank you for your time. I'm going to close this out, but I see that there's a gentleman who wants to say hi to you.
Okay. All righty. Sadie, let him sit down here just a minute. Sit with your mama just a minute. Come on over. Come on over. Sit down.
John Ward, are you?
I'm John Ward.
My name's Tom.
Sit down, Tom. Where you from, Tom?
Originally from Maryland, but I live in Spring City, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Man, I watch you on TV. I mean, not on TV, but on Facebook.
On Facebook and YouTube, yeah.
If you got it on there, buddy, I look at it.
Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate that.
Man, I like the one where you, and I think your name was Robertson.
Ralph Robertson, yeah.
Yeah. Did he pass away?
He did pass away in December, yeah. I filmed him for 3 years almost. Made about 35 or 40 videos with him.
And then, like I said, I love watching you. Channel.
Well, I appreciate that. I like meeting the people that watch them. I'm glad. Is this the first time you've been here to Brooks's?
No, this is the third time I've been here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And you originally saw it from watching the video and come, or?
Well, I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
I had seen something, and I said, well, let's get a chance. I'm coming up here to see you.
Well, good. Thank you.
And when I heard you was going to be here today, told my granddaughter, I said, I'm going to North Carolina. So she won't know about it.
Yeah? Well, I'm glad you made it out today.
Man, I love meeting you.
Well,
I've always said I want to see the man that makes all the pictures.
well, I'll get a picture of a video with you outside here in just a minute. If you want to, you want to be on my video?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, you're on this guy's video, I think, right now.
Yeah.
This is a different YouTube channel here. This is Retired and Inspired. His channel.
Hey, that's like me.
Yeah.
I'm retarded, not retired.
Well,
I was expired a little while ago.
I call it Retired and Expired, but it's inspired. But yeah, we'll go outside here in a minute. It's a little noisy in here. We'll go outside and I'll talk to you outside for just a minute, okay?
All right, thank you.
Well, I'm going to go outside and get a picture of a video with Sadie and April and my new friend here. And, good talking to y'all, Sam.
Thanks, John. I appreciate you. Do you mind if we film my intro and outro real quick?
You want me to be in it?
Sure.
So let me look and see what you got going on here. No. You're not seeing the ghost sign, son.
Oh, okay.
So we'll go all the way over here.
Gotcha.
You want to see that ghost sign in there? You got to back up away from it. So they can't see that. Now look at that picture. See that ghost sign?
Yeah.
So we want to stand back here so we don't block that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? We want to be in a third of it, or you want to be in a third. You don't need me in the opening, do you? You want to do the opening. Go over here. Let's practice. Get over here. You're recording this.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure had a good time making it, and really had a great day today. Got to meet some really nice people and got to hear some nice music and got to speak with John, and hear a little bit about his story. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure and give it a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you're new to the channel, thank you very much for subscribing, and also make sure and hit that notification bell. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.